because of Tommy. So thank you, Mr. Lasorda.
Happy Father's Day from KFI.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Blame for the DA. I'm Brian Bruman, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Critics are taking aim at LA County DA George Gascon after the killing of 2 El Monte police officers.
People say the man who shot and killed the officer should have been in prison for a weapons charge he pleaded guilty to last year. The man was sentenced to 20 days in jail and 2 years of probation.
You have failed the public. You have failed these families. You have failed Michael and Joseph.
The El Monte Police Officers Association's Ron Dannison says people have had enough with Gascon's policies. The 2 officers were killed while responding to a possible stabbing at a motel on Tuesday. Cops killed the shooter. Blake Trolley, KFI News.
As a mother, my life has been destroyed.
The mother of one of those murdered El Monte police officers, Joseph Santana, says she blames LA County DA George Gascon. Olga Garcia tells KFI's John and Ken show the killer should have been in jail, but was free because of Gascon's policies.
He's for the criminals. He's not for the victims or the American citizen. He's for criminals. I don't know why he's there. He needs to be recalled immediately.
The shooter pleaded guilty last year to a charge of being a felon in possession of a firearm. He got a plea deal and 20 days in jail. Gascon's office says the sentence was consistent with case resolutions for that type of offense, given his criminal history and the nature of the crime. Gascon says the man did not have a documented history of violence. SpaceX plans to send an Earth observation satellite into space. If weather conditions are right, the send-off of the Falcon 9 carrying the Sarah 1 mission is set for just a few minutes at 7:19 a.m. at Vandenberg Space Air Force Base. The mission for the German military has 3 radar satellites and earthbound tracking for high-resolution observation of the Earth's surface. And the Curtain of Courage is a new $2.3 million memorial dedicated to the 14 people killed in a mass shooting in San Bernardino in 2015.
The laser-cut steel curtain, glass panels, and sculptured benches also honor the first responders who rushed in to help.
Hate can't win. We cannot let the haters win over our purpose of being a strong community together.
Supervisor Kurt Hagman says San Bernardino County made a promise.
We would never forget your loved ones that you lost, and we're going to stand behind those who are injured as well.
The memorial at the County Government Center also had 14 sections with favorite colors, special items, and personal quotes for each person killed, including "Love never ends" and "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." Corbin Carson, KFI News.
President Biden says oil companies are making tons of profits with gas prices going up across America. Biden says he's contacted major players in the oil industry and asked them what their plans are, but he hasn't heard back.
So if you just based on what a barrel of oil costs in actually, it should not be decided to make an exorbitant profit.
Biden says the cost of a gallon of gas costs more than a barrel of oil. Amber Heard is speaking out for the first time since losing her defamation case with ex-husband Johnny Depp. She told NBC's Dateline a binder with notes taken by her therapist since the beginning of their relationship may have made a difference.
It was this hard to be believed. I had mountains of evidence. I documented things that most women don't have the luxury of even thinking about.
The judge excluded the notes on hearsay grounds and ruled they weren't allowed to be seen by the jury. Heard testified that she was physically and emotionally abused by Depp during their 4-year marriage, but the jury sided with Depp in its decision, awarding him $10.4 million in damages. Now taking a look at KFI traffic, we are taking a look at this crash on the 210.
In Monrovia, still working on the 210 westbound before Myrtle crash in the 2 right lane. This got you backed up to the 605. West Covina, westbound side of the 10 freeway. Sunset Avenue to Fraser, only the left lane open due to Caltrans work until around 11 o'clock Sunday night. Watch for delays as you enter the closure there. And on the eastbound side of the 10, Euclid to 4th Street, we've had 3 left lanes shut down overnight as well. Devore, the 215 southbound Palm Avenue to University Parkway, all lanes shut down until around 9 o'clock this morning, back up to Devore Road. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Robert Tubucky.
All right, so I want you to take Aldic Home's offer, take them up on their offer to come down to the store. Aldic Home is on Sepulveda Boulevard in Van Nuys, and check out Summer Classic Patio Furniture. They carry an entire line, 20 different lines and settings of Summer Classics furniture. But be warned, once you sit down in this furniture, unlike other patio furniture that you've looked at or sat in before, you're not going to want to get back up. So you should bring the family, you should bring some food, You should bring whatever you need because you're going to be there a while because you're not going to want to get out of this furniture. It is literally some of the best patio furniture, maybe the best patio furniture I've ever sat in. Aldic just wants you to come down and give it a test sit. That's all. You don't have to buy. And then they challenge you. Go anywhere else. Go to any other patio store. Sit in their stuff. You know what? They are confident that you will be back for the highest grades of teak and aluminum and woven resin furniture that you can find anywhere in Southern California. You find Aldic, like I said, on Sepulveda Boulevard in Van Nuys or on the web at aldichome.com. That's ALDIK home.com.
Southline weather from KFI, mostly cloudy this morning, then sunny by the afternoon. Upper 60s at the beaches, low to mid-70s in Metro LA and OC, mid-70s to low 80s in the inland valleys and the Inland Empire. It's going to be slightly warmer tomorrow for the Juneteenth holiday. Temperatures are going to keep warming up through the week. It's going to be back into the low 100s by next week, the end of this week. Right now it's 64 degrees in Irvine, 62 in Fountain Valley, 61 in Culver City, and 61 in Inglewood. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Brian Berumen.
Welcome home, where every week we help you better understand that place where you live. I am Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer, custom home builder, custom home designer, here with you live like I am every weekend. Saturday mornings from 6 to 8, Sundays from 9 to 11. What are we all about? We're just here to help. I'm here to help you with your home, from construction issues to being your design mentor, because when it comes to transforming that place where you live, design matters most. But mostly, I'm just here to be a friendly voice, helping you build yourself a more beautiful home, I hope a more beautiful life, and to do it all more affordably and more artfully than you ever imagined. And what we're doing today, because it's Father's Day weekend and you still got time to get that great gift for Dad, is we are doing our annual Father's Day gift guide. So, if you still need that gift or you're just interested in possibly upping the ante on the gifts for Dad that you already got, then stay with us. All right, back to the gift guide. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but occasionally I wax philosophical here on the program. I know, it's a shocker. I just, that's me. And if you've got a dad in your life who loves intellectual pursuits, loves expanding himself, loves reading, then I've got some book recommendations for you. A couple of old classics here from my lists in the past. Very quickly, let me just run down a list of book recommendations. This is the kind of stuff that you could actually acquire today, or do an Amazon gift card, or buy the book, the audiobook version. You got lots of options when it comes to this. But some great books on different categories, all of which your host has read and enjoyed. And so these are my personal recommendations. Think Again by Adam Grant. Adam Grant is a professor at Wharton University. Think Again is about his theory that in this day and age, in the time that we are living, the ability to think and learn may not be as important as our ability to unthink and unlearn. And the point being this, it's a treatise really on mental flexibility, letting go of your emotional connection to certain beliefs, and embracing facts, sometimes new facts as they come along. It's a treatise on doubt, the value of doubt, and intellectual honesty and humility. And so if that's up Dad's alley, you will not disappoint. It's a great book. Think Again by Adam Grant. Shop Class as Soulcraft, a classic of mine that I have loved for years by Matthew Crawford. It is a meditation on the soulish benefits, the human benefits of manual labor. Just brilliant. A PhD, and Matthew Crawford is brilliant, and this is, I think, the best book that he's ever done. If you're interested in botany and California and history, then you do not want to skip over Trees in Paradise. Trees in Paradise by Jared Farmer is a history of the state of California as seen through 5 species of its most influential trees. So we're taking a look at redwoods, citrus trees, palm trees, eucalyptus, and oak, and the history of those trees in this state and the history of how those trees' history have shaped the state of California. Trees in Paradise by Jared Farmer. The Boys in the Boat. This was recommended to me by a friend earlier this year, actually late last year. I dove in, loved it. The Boys, if you love a good underdog story, true story of the 1936 Olympic rowing team in Nazi Germany. That's right, Hitler's Olympics that he hosted in Berlin, and a ragtag bunch of Americans who came together to win gold in the rowing field in Nazi Germany in 1936. Just brilliant background on each of these guys and what it takes, and just a great, if you love things like, what was I thinking here? If you're the kind of person who loves underdog stories like, Seabiscuit and Unbroken, then this is a book for Dad in that category. With all the emphasis on Yellowstone and the West these days, love this book, The Solace of Open Spaces by Gretel Ehrlich. The Solace of Open Spaces. This is a book everybody should read. It is a meditation on life in Wyoming, really. Gretel went and lived as a cowgirl in Wyoming for a couple of decades. And these are her meditations, just brilliant. For cooking, a culinary dad, High on the Hog. Okay, it's way more than just a recipe book. High on the Hog by Jessica Harris is the story of how African American cooking has shaped the culinary world here in North America. High on the Hog, brilliant. And finally, if you're a little bit more pastoral, if Dad's a little bit more pastoral, farmy, The Shepherd's Life by James Rebanks. James Rebanks is now a famous sheep rancher in the UK, written a beautiful book about daily life as a shepherd. All fantastic books, all highly recommended by yours truly, and I wouldn't steer you wrong. So give that some thought, and all of that info again on our gift guide on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Home with Dean. It's posted there. You'll find the links also on the KFI website as well. All right, when we come back to some more tangible in-hand things other than the intellectual property for the mind. I'm going to talk about the ultimate fly swatter, the best massager, a drill gun brush set that you're not going to want to miss as an added accessory for drill guns, and the best coffee in North America. All of that when we return. So glad you joined me this morning. You're home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer, Brian Barone. Well, the price
price of Bitcoin has dropped below $20,000 for the first time since late 2020 as cryptocurrencies across the board are losing value. A medic who was treating Ukrainian and Russian soldiers but was captured by Russia has been released, and police say a man with an edged weapon has attacked people at the San Francisco airport and has been arrested. We're going to take a look at some trouble on the 60 next.
All right, I get asked a lot these days. We've heard about emergency backup power. Do we need it? Do we need a backup generator for my home or my business? You know I can't really answer that for you, all right? But here's what I can tell you. Obviously, losing power at home means losing the internet or the fridge or the air conditioner, probably right when you need them the most. Losing power in your business means possibly losing data, definitely losing revenue. Most importantly, of all the options, generators cost way, way less than the alternative. So if you've ever thought about getting a generator or you already have one, there's only one answer that I give to the generator question: Duffy Power. Duffy Power is your emergency power solution. If you need a new generator, you call Duffy. If you already have one, then you need to keep that guy running reliably with Duffy's regular maintenance program. So whether new or existing, home or business, the answer to the question is always Duffy Power. To learn more, go to duffypower.com, duffypower.com, that's DUTHIE power.com.
Taking a look at KFI traffic, we've got a crash on the 60.
In Ontario, westbound side of the 60 before Archibald, it's crashing the carpool and the left lane has got you backed up all the way to Milliken Avenue. Devore, the 215 southbound Palm Avenue to University Parkway, all lanes closed by Caltrans until around 9 o'clock this morning. Back up there and all the way to the 15 split. And Monrovia, 210 westbound before Myrtle, crash still in the 2 right lanes. Slow drive coming off the 605. Sylmar, eastbound side of the 210 between the 118 and Wheatland. It's road work in the 2 right lanes till 9 a.m. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Robert Dubucky.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Baconator. Don't let breakfast be boring when it could be better. Wendy's Breakfast Baconator will have you feeling sunny side up all day long. Wake up to fresh cropped eggs, savory sausage, and oven-baked bacon, of course. Order it and start looking forward to tomorrow morning at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours only. This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Baconator.
Hey, this is Al Robertson with my dad, Phil. One of the things that we've noticed is, people start losing their hair many times early in life. Now, Dad, you managed to hang on to yours. Have you got some secret?
Yeah, get on this Keeps there, you'll be a hairy guy like me.
I've got a little gap coming up on top of mine, so I know the hair loss sometimes can be a touchy subject with guys, and so what Keeps does is help you hang on to your hair. It's clinically proven, it's FDA approved, they have hair treatments available online, they have a physician there, so make sure you get the right product for you, make sure it's safe, there's no waiting rooms, there's no pharmacy visits. Keeps is delivered straight to your door at about half the cost. That's half the cost. If you have any questions, you can message your Keeps doctor 24/7. So if you're a little tired of those balding jokes, go to keeps.com/Phil. 50% off your first order. That's KEEPS.com/Phil. PHIL. Keeps.com/Phil. Hang on to your hair.
There is a new kitchen in your future. You really should take the kitchen store up on their offer for a totally free in-showroom consultation with one of their expert designers. Tina and I often, right at the beginning of a kitchen remodel project, will send our clients to the kitchen store. Why? Because if you want to see every cabinet door, every kind and color of cabinet door ever made on the planet, you go to the kitchen store. If you want to see how kitchens can really artfully be designed and put together, you go to the kitchen store. If you want to see every gadget, every gizmo, every bit of the latest hardware option that you've got for your kitchen, you go to the kitchen store. And most importantly, if you want to talk to an expert kitchen designer, you go to the kitchen store, and you can do that free consultation right off the bat. The kitchen store, they're right off the 405 in Culver City. They've got state-of-the-art computer design, same as cash financing, no payments, no interest for a full year, and pricing that beats the big boxes. But most of all, they have expert kitchen designers ready to talk to you so that you get your kitchen right. Start that new kitchen off on the right foot. Set up a free consult by dialing 310-KITCHEN. That's 310-KITCHEN, and check them out on the web at 310kitchen.com.
Contractor license 1023790. When your AC breaks down, call Gettle.
Digital Duncan works on every brand of air conditioner. When we hook up Digital Duncan, playtime is over. Digital Duncan doesn't guess. Digital Duncan knows what's wrong. When your AC breaks down, call Gettle.
Digital Duncan works on every brand of air conditioner.
Even yours. Buy a new Gettle AC today and we'll install it tomorrow. Gettle. G-O-E-T-T-L.
We'll keep you cool, but it's hard to spell.
Next time someone says, where should we eat? Tell them you want Sizzler, because their share baskets are just $5.99. And if they don't know what share baskets are, tell them tasty bites of happiness the whole table can enjoy. Like potato skins topped with cheddar, bacon, and steak for $5.99. Basket of shrimp, $5.99. Golden calamari, still just $5.99. Yes, when someone asks, where are we celebrating Father's Day? Tell them you want Sizzler. Share baskets $5.99 with purchase of entree or celery.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required. Refund available for 60 days after purchase.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation and discreet shipping if prescribed. Love your results or your money back. To start your free online visit, go to 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Bad news, water restrictions have been implemented. Californians, this is the time for turf. And you got to get in before prices go through the roof. So say goodbye to the lush green yard and say hello to dried brown patches of grass, or Rough and Tough Turf to the rescue. Yeah, with Rough and Tough Turf, you can keep that lush green yard all year long. Plus, you're going to save money on water and gardening bills. Rough and Tough guarantees it'll pay for itself within years. So contact Rough and Tough Turf right now and enjoy a brand new green yard in just a few weeks. With Rough and Tough Turf, there's little to no maintenance, a 5-year install warranty. You're going to increase the curbside appeal of your home and the property value. Call Rough and Tough Turf right now and ask about the KFI Spring Special. You're going to get free demo and $1,000 off. 818-403-3581. 818-403-3581. 818-403-3581 or the website roughandtoughturf.com. That's RUFF, the letter N, TUFF, TURF.com. CSLB 1030514.
Hey, it's Neil Saavedra. Are you ready for summer? Wherever summer takes you, make sure you take KFI along on your adventures with the free iHeartRadio app. No matter how far from home you travel, KFI, all the music you love, and the best podcasts in the world will be there in your pocket. Sunscreen, flip-flops, and of course the free iHeartRadio app, all must-haves for any summer checklist. Download the free iHeartRadio app, and this summer you'll discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love. Pickled eggs to me sounds bizarre because the pickling, I think, would firm up the whites of the egg, and that creeps me out a little bit when they're too firm or rubbery. Anybody ever had pickled eggs?
Ew.
Two no's and an ew?
Pickled pickles.
That's a good time.
Yeah, bingo. The Fork Report with Neil Saavedra this afternoon at 2 on KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talks.
Came into this world, Daddy's little girl. Daddy made a soldier out of me.
Hi.
Daddy made me
Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer, at your service. Thanks for joining us on the program this morning. We are indulging on Father's Day weekend in the annual House Whisperer Father's Day gift guide. So if you're looking for something for Dad, haven't quite figured it out, hang tight. Our gift guide, the entire gift guide, is up on our social media at Home with Dean, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, also on the KFI website. KFIAM640.com. It's everywhere. It's everywhere you look. It's everywhere you turn. You can find the House Whisperers Father's Day gift guide. Back to the guide in just a second, but first,
it's time for another House Call with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer.
Today's house call brought to you by WDC Kitchen and Bath Center. You know, I just thought with the 4th of July coming up, outdoor cooking is on everybody's mind. And you know what? There is absolutely nothing wrong with weenies and burgers on the grill. The old traditional standby. But if you want to step up your game, we live in the golden age of outdoor cooking. So do this. Learn the difference between grilling and find true barbecue because there is a massive difference, and the equipment to get it both done radically different from each other. Also, look at the other options available. We've already talked about pizza ovens on the show today, outdoor griddles. How about a Kamado-style grill like the Big Green Egg, right? In the traditional grill department, you got gas grills, you got infrared grills, and you got the good old charcoal and wood grill like a Weber kettle, and there's nothing wrong with that. The point is this: it is a golden age of outdoor cooking. Educate yourself and then make an intelligent choice. You won't regret it. Years and years of fun and satisfaction in cooking. And of course, every outdoor appliance known to man can be found at your local WDC Kitchen and Bath Center. Yeah, I hope everybody, you know me, I'm a huge fan of cooking, and I hope everybody continues to expand their knowledge of what it means to outdoor cook. And I am a bit of a snob when it comes to that, I admit. I am. I got a friend, Sam, who lives in the UK and lives in Sheffield. And, on the 3 days of the year when the sun comes out there in summer, and he's like, hey, he'll text me and say, I'm barbecuing today. And I know he's got just this little charcoal grill. I'm like, all right, Sam, you're not barbecuing. You're grilling. That's not barbecue. It's grilling. He's like, all right, I'm going to get another lecture from Dean on the difference between grilling and barbecue. There is a difference. It's huge. Educate thyself. All right, back to the gift guide. Speaking of good stuff to eat, how about we talk about good stuff to drink? Dad doesn't want to be in the Jelly of the Month club. Okay, can I just break it to you? Maybe one dad out there wants to be that, but most of us don't. Not the Jam of the Month club. Meats coming every month. That's always nice for a lot of us. That's lovely, but I gotta say, also pricey. That whole monthly meat subscription thing can really be pricey. If Dad is a coffee drinker, though, then you can find a very pleasing, deeply pleasing, and very affordable option that just a gift that keeps on giving. A monthly coffee subscription, meaning that artisan coffee being sent to his home, boom, every week or every couple of weeks, whenever, whatever degree he needs it. Beautiful blends. I'm talking about oldtownroasting.com. Now, why Old Town Roasting? Because they are a subscription coffee service. Anywhere you live in North America, you can order from Old Town Roasting. You are going to find amazing blends, absolutely gorgeous single origin coffee, all expertly roasted immediately before they ship to you, so that it arrives like at its peak, at its prime, ready to go. They'll grind it for you to whatever degree that you need it ground, or you can have it whole bean, however you want it. Go to you. And here's the cool thing. Go to oldtownroasting.com. I forget what category to look under, but it's a collaborations maybe, and you will find the House Whisperer blend. That's right. Look for the coffee cup with the House Whisperer logo in it and the words, brew yourself a beautiful life. The House Whisperer blend, they put it together just for us, and it is amazing, okay? So the gift that gives every single day, artisan coffee subscription to Dad. Oh, look at the time. All right, we got to go to a break. When we come back, let's talk about massagers and what I believe is the ultimate fly swatter. Ultimate. All right, we'll do that when we return. You're home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. Brian Baruman has the news.
Well, the recall DA George Gascon campaign says it's still hard at work despite reaching its signature goal. The campaign's Katie says the group is aiming to collect an additional 100,000 to 150,000 signatures. She says the extra signatures will cushion the signatures that end up getting tossed out.
We need to make sure that we remain vigilant, that we do not get complacent. We need to get every single signature. Every signature counts.
Katie says volunteer and paid signature collectors continue to work on the effort. Former President Trump says the public hearings of the House committee looking into the fatal insurrection at the U.S. Capitol are a partisan theatrical production.
The committee refuses to play any of the tape of people saying the good things, the things that we want to hear. It's a one-way street. It's a rigged deal.
Trump told a crowd at a conference in Nashville yesterday the people charged for last year's riot are having their lives destroyed, and Trump says that if he becomes president again, he will seriously look at pardoning those people. A production crew from The Late Show with Stephen Colbert has been arrested for unlawfully entering a congressional office building. U.S. Capitol Police say they received a call Thursday night about a disturbance in the Longworth House office building and found 7 people in a 6th-floor hallway unescorted and without congressional ID. Police say they were part of a group that was told to leave the building earlier in the day. CBS says the group was shooting a comedy segment for the show, and permission was prearranged through congressional aid. Well, a theme park in Cincinnati is trying to set a new world record for the most people down a water slide in 24 hours. The theme park, called Coney Island, not to be confused with the famous Coney Island in New York City, has until 9 a.m. to try to set the record. Now taking a look at KFI traffic, we've got a crash on 5.
Boyle Heights on the southbound side of the 5 at the 10 Santa Monica Freeway. It's a crash there, taking away 2 right lanes. Back up already now before 4th Street in Monrovia. Still working on the crash on the westbound side.